Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay Will here again at Veteran Nerd Review. Getting ready to give you guys another figure review on the Marvel Legends 2-pack of Ned Leeds and Peter Parker. And I will say I was skeptical to pick these guys up, of course, because I didn't really have a use for Ned Leeds, and I already had like my own definitive Peter Parker in my collection, so didn't really see a need for it. But they kind of just grew on me, and they went on sale, of course, on Hasbro Pulse, so that kind of helped it out a little bit. But yeah, let's go ahead and take these guys off their stand here. And then guys, if you can, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. I really appreciate it. It helped me out a lot. And hit the notification bell so that way you guys will be looped in on any more videos I got coming down the pipeline that you guys may want to see. And you guys also may want to be looped in on the raffle program that I'm getting ready to implement for you guys, where you guys have a chance to win some pretty awesome or cool figures that you may have missed out on. And so let's get into the package here. Got a nice size package here for Mr. Leeds and Mr. Parker. Spider-Man: Homecoming. I believe I do remember seeing them both wearing these in the movie anyway. Got some artwork right there on the side of Peter Parker in his homemade Spider-Man suit. And of course got some more artwork right there. The figures it looks like a digital rendering. And of course you got some artwork right there in the back of these two. But yeah, not a whole lot else going on with the packaging. So let's go ahead and put that to the side. Let's bring these two guys a little bit closer. And for you guys that saw Spider-Man No Way Home, not to be a spoiler or anything like that, but I thought it was pretty interesting that they went ahead and added in that comment or that line that Ned gave about how he promises not to become a evil supervillain one day and try to kill him, when we know that in the comic books this exists. So yeah, that was kind of a funny line to me, because we know that he does eventually in the comic books become an evil supervillain named the Hobgoblin and try to kill Spider-Man. So yeah, just putting those two guys in there for comparison, since I have them in the thumbnail. Don't want to tease you guys and not show you guys the comparison. And then also another comparison I wanted to show was the comparison between Peter Parker and his armored Spidey or Iron Spider suit. I thought it was kind of weird that I think they kind of missed the mark a little bit by having Peter a little bit taller, or significantly taller than his suited version. I guess you could argue maybe it's the shoes, and he's just wearing kind of like socks or whatever in the armored suit, or kind of like just flat-footed, no sole or anything like that. But I figure it should have been like somewhere around here, maybe. If you're gonna have a Peter Parker costume, maybe he should be like a little bit bigger in the armored suit version. But I don't know. Anyway, bring these guys back out. As far as accessories, these both guys come with their own backpacks that are removable. So you can just slide them off the shoulders here, or do one side at a time. Should be a little bit easier. Nice soft plastic on the straps right there, so that's pretty cool. Let's slide that off your shoulders here. Might be a little more difficult because his straps are a little bit smaller on Peter's anyway. So yeah, if I can just get, there we go. It's starting to work its way down. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, they both come with their own backpacks. And of course, Ned comes with the interchangeable head of him wearing Spidey's mask, kind of like just puffed out right there. And of course, you have the smiling Peter head right there. You have a book that either one of them, I believe, can hold due to the way their hands are shaped. So you kind of might have to wedge it on in there. And then of course Peter comes with a set of down to business hand, because why not? He's Spider-Man. He has to be ready at all times. So those are all things that they come with as far as accessories. Now let's take a closer look at these guys. This Peter Parker figure, Tom Holland, I feel like is very well done. He gets a good range of articulation, nicely detailed, nice sculpting in the shirt and everything, in the fabric, pants wise and everything. You got even a little detail of his shirt kind of hanging out underneath from his sweater right there. So that's pretty cool. Nicely textured, like I mentioned before, with the clothing there on Peter. And then with Ned here, you have nice little sculpting work. I believe they sacrificed articulation inside the body here for this shirt. And him being, of course, being a bigger kid. I was a bigger kid back in the day. I kind of feel like they kind of missed out on some articulation for this guy. Kind of like just say, hey, he's not gonna be a real, articulated figure because he's a bigger guy. He's not gonna be able to move around a lot. But I could move around a lot back in the day, so I feel like they kind of skimped on the shoulder articulation and the bicep and the double jointed elbow and everything. But I guess since he's not the star or anything like that, he didn't really need a whole lot. But he does look good, though. I will say that. So, and getting into articulation, we'll go back to Peter. He does get a good range of articulation on the head here because the neck joint is independent of shoulders, very similar to a McFarlane style neck joint. So it's not separate. It's not connected to the shoulders right here. It's its own piece, so you can spin the neck around by itself. But the head can't move up that far. Moves down that far, so you get a good range right there. And then of course you get side to side movement. Good range of head tilt, side to side, so you get a good range all the way around. Shoulders move out to the side that far, they go all the way around. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, they bend in very far. You also get wrist swivel, as well as back and forth motion in the hands. You get that for both the hands and the down to business or fisted hands. Then you get the diaphragm joint up here at the top with rotation. Don't get any articulation below the torso right here. You don't get a waist cut or anything like that. It's like one solid piece in there. So then you get a kick out to the sides that far, the front that far, back a little bit. Upper thigh cut, double joint knees to bend in pretty far, so he does capture a lot of the articulation that Spider-Man figures come with, even as relaxed clothing or street clothes. Then he has the ankle joint in there at the bottom right here that is independent of the leg itself. And then you have ankle pivot on the ankle joint that is separate from the leg with up and down movement in the feet. So like I said, you get a good range of movement in this Peter Parker figure, almost to the point where you feel like he actually feels like a Spider-Man figure in your hand as far as his articulation goes. Now for Ned, as I mentioned before, I feel like they skimped him a little bit due to him being just a bigger guy. His head can't move up that far, moves down that far. Side to side movement, of course. Get a little bit head tilt, ever so slightly, because it's an older neck joint. Shoulders move out to the side that far. Down all the way, go all the way around. Get a single jointed elbow that bends in about 90 degrees. Wrist swivel with back and forth motion in the hands. And like I said, I'm not sensing or picking up any articulation diaphragm wise or ab crunch wise in the torso, so that sucks. But he does get a waist cut right here at the bottom. Legs scatter to the sides that far. Kick forward that far. Backwards just a little bit. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Bend in that far. Then very similarly to Peter, he does have the independent ankle joint right here. That's independent of the leg and the foot. And you have ankle pivot as well as up and down motion in the feet. So yeah, you don't get the most articulation out of this Ned figure. Oh, come on, Pete. You don't get the most articulation out of this Ned figure, but you get a little bit. Like I said, I think their reasoning was probably because he was a bigger guy. They don't have to do as much. But yeah, I just think they cheated, my boy. Anyway, yeah, so there you have it. That is the articulations and portion and everything of these two guys here. Not a bad pickup. I think I paid maybe about $35 or so for this set when they went on sale on Hasbro Pulse. So definitely not a bad value here for all that you get and all the articulation. But do I feel like I needed it? Not really per se. But if the price drops down on pretty much any figure low enough, why not? You can always expand the collection a little bit. And as always, guys, if you can, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, comment, share your thoughts, so we can get down in the comment section and chop it up a little bit. And you guys want to be looped in and hit the notification bell so you guys be in the know of any more videos that are coming down the pipeline and any updates to the raffle program that I'm getting ready to start for you guys, where you guys have an opportunity to win some pretty cool figures. So yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. Y'all be safe out there. Later.